Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Isophit Q&A. I'm your host, Brad Thorpe. So today's question from the mailbag is, can Isophit help my osteoporosis? Well, let's explore what osteoporosis is. It's basically the wasting away of bone structure. Want to know why? Well, there's a whole bunch of nutrient kind of things that you hear about, but one of the main culprits is the removal of mechanical loading. We do less. As we age, bones get weaker. You get these things called osteoclasts forming. And what they do is they basically erode your bone. So let's give that a C. Now, what's better than a C? Well, for a student, let's go with a B. So osteoblasts help form bone. Want to know what stimulates the osteoblast formation? Mechanical loading. Now here's where isometrics comes in. Well, you can push really hard into something that doesn't move. And now you can strategically use that force angle and that joint position and those muscles involved to strategically grow bone in specific areas. So if it's your greater trochanter or your hip structure that is starting to waste away and become osteoporotic, well, we have ways that we can strengthen those specific areas. That might be doing hip abduction into an immovable object for a period of time at high rates of force, right? Like this whole thing where we go walking, and we try to say, let's use walking as a form of exercise. Well, to be honest, it's not enough to stimulate bone growth at an acceptable level. It's better than nothing, but that level of bar setting is so awful, it's not even worth talking about. So yes, walking's good. Is it great for building bone? Not so good. What do you need? Well, you need a motion restraint device to push in really hard. You see this thing called Isophit behind you? It doesn't move. So that means you can push as hard as you can for as long as you can at strategic joint positions throughout a range to help build up stuff. Now this is where it gets really cool when you start looking at how bone's formed, right? The outer surface of a bone is covered in this thing called the periosteum. Now that periosteum is an extension of your tendinous structure, that musculotendinous complex. Right? You got a muscle, you got tendon. Then that tendon forms the outer surface of your bone called your periosteum. Now the bone underlies, traditionally, the shaft of the bone underlies the muscle structure. So when the muscle sort of contracts and narrows, it presses out into the bone. So applying force and structure, or actually not structure, just force into the structure of the bone along the surface. So repeatedly, that can induce that osteoblast formation in the structure, leading to higher bone stiffness, strength. And here's the best part about it. Through isometrics, the research will indicate that you can restore and heal bone structure with isometrics. I hope that gives you a little bit of insight. Make sure you check out our website, isophitmsk.ca, to purchase your Isophit products. We'll talk soon.